Gypsy Rosalie, Jan Murray, Connie Stevens, Lorne Greene, Rosemary, Charlie Weaver, Vincent Price, Wally Cox, and Buddy Hackett, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here's the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Hello, thank you very much, Kenny Williams. A very good evening and welcome to the nighttime edition of the Hollywood Squares. And hello, stars! You daffy group, I'll tell you. This should be a fun evening, and I'm sure it will be. Two very attractive game players. First of all, let us say hello to a young lady who is a homemaker and an advertising copywriter. Her husband is a real estate broker. This is Chris McKay, and welcome to the Hollywood Squares, Chris, and good luck.
Thank you.
Now, you guys, hang on. This is a professional wrestler, father of two gorgeous daughters, he says. This is Nick Bockwinkel. Hiya, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
How are you?
Hi,
Good
Nick.
again. First of all, Nick, have you wrestled under the name of Nick Bockwinkel?
Yes, I do.
And I bet you they don't kid you about it either.
No, not really. They want to know where the name came from, but my father gave it to me.
I see.
Legitimately mine.
All right. Listen, good luck to both of you, and we'll get to our first game in just a moment, right after this word. Don't go away.
Well, maybe.
The object for Chris and Nick here is to get 3 stars in a row, either across, up and down, or diagonally. It is up to them to figure out if a
Isn't
star...
that funny?
What
Chris
is it, buddy?
and Nick, like Kris Kringle and St. Nick. You know, they go together like Christmas, which is when the show is playing.
Right. It's up to them to figure out if a star is giving a correct answer and making one up. That's how they get the squares. Every game is worth $300. In addition, in our first 2 games, we play for the secret square. If either Chris or Nick pick the secret square and they are correct, listen to what they'll receive.
A team
It's
of
a
reindeer.
trip around the world for 2 via Pan Am, world's most experienced airlines. First on the Atlantic, first on the Pacific, first in Latin America, first round the world. Pan Am makes the going great.
Let us show the home audience the secret square. I understand, Nick, that you won the toss backstage. You didn't toss Chris, I hope.
No, not really.
Oh, just a coin. All right, good luck to both of you. Pick a star.
I'll pick Rosemary, please.
All right. Hi, Ro.
You're married, right? You're not married?
Yes, he's married, 2 daughters. Say, in what famous book, play, and movie would you find the characters Sister Ada, Dude, Jeter Lester, and Ellie Mae?
Very easy. Tobacco Road.
I'll agree.
That's very good, and put an X right there. Chris, go ahead.
I'll take Gypsy Rosalie.
Hi, Gypsy. Nice to see you there. The days of the big band. Oh, yes, you can welcome Gypsy, sure. In the days of the big bands, Benny Goodman was known as the king of swing. What popular orchestra leader was called the king of jazz?
Very fat little mustache. Paul Whiteman.
I'll agree.
That is right. And put a circle up there. What happened?
Was it?
Would you put the camera on me? Guess what happened? We went to Gypsy. There were no whistles or bells. You were the secret square, I understand.
I knew it would be. I did too. I knew I... Was I really?
Well, we can't give you that question, unfortunately, you see, because that was not the secret square. We have a special envelope for this. This is for a trip for 2 around the world. Now, I hope you win, and I'm sure old Nick over here does too. Okay? Remember, if you are wrong, the prize will go over to our next game. Elvis Presley had his first big hit in 1956. Was it Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, or Heartbreak Hotel?
Hound Dog.
We can't ask for a repeat, can we?
Elvis Presley had his first big hit in 1956. Was it Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, or Heartbreak Hotel? Gypsy said Hound Dog.
I disagree.
It was Heartbreak Hotel. Put a circle up there. You got it. Listen, 2 out of 2 you had to do, I'll tell you. You have a trip for 2 around the world via Pan Am? Oh, all right. Listen, and we'll play for another secret square in our next game.
Can we please hear the bells and whistles?
Okay, Wally, would you give me
Even
the
they were
bells and
left
whistles?
out. Okay.
That's what we missed. Okay, on with this game. We're going for $300. Nick,
Now,
it's
you
your turn.
folks at home, just arrange that all in your mind.
Let's go with Charlie Weaver, please.
A lot of people ask me if this show is rehearsed. I hope that answers it.
Touche!
I'd like to show you the secret of the suit. Are you ready?
Yeah, all right. What is the secret of the suit, buddy?
Ready.
Ready.
I'm not ready. Ready.
Ready. Say, Big Charles, if you're in Tokyo and are invited for an evening of sumo, what is it that you are in for?
Just what Buddy showed you.
What's that?
You're an evening of sumo. I speak a little.
Oh, really?
Yes, Italian. You're in for an evening of listening to music.
I will have to disagree. I better know this one.
What is it, Nick?
It's the Japanese style of wrestling.
That's what it is, and how did that question pop up? Put an X there. Nick, Chris? Yes, it's your turn. You may choose.
Yes, I'll go with Jan Murray.
All right. I would have gone to Lorne Greene to block from left to right, but you're still kind of in shock about that trip around the world. Now, calm down and win some money here. Say,
I want to congratulate you for winning a trip around the world. Next year, with God's help, you'll go someplace else.
20 years ago, Thomas E. Dewey ran for president. Who opposed him?
The United States of America. That was Harry S. Truman.
That is, I agree.
Yes, that is right. And put a circle there. Okay, Nick.
Lorne Greene.
Lorne Greene for $300. Slot car racing is one of America's top indoor sports. What is a slot car?
A slot car?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know Sam Slotkin. No? That's a different kind of vehicle. A slot car is a little car about so big, which runs on a table kind of that long, and it runs in slots.
No hands.
Nick?
Basically, yes, I agree.
Basically, a plastic miniature model of a racing car. Hand-controlled, put an X there, $300. This has been an interesting game. Okay, Nick, you have $300, and incidentally, the player who wins the most cash during the show gets a special bonus prize. You'll see that later. Now let us begin round two. This is the prize for another big secret square. And what is it, Kenny?
A new 1968 Pontiac Firebird. Enjoy wide tracking, the great American sport, in this new 68 Pontiac Firebird convertible where beauty, power, and thrilling performance are yours to command.
Let us show the home audience the secret square. Incidentally, Chris, Nick, as you know, these stars are hearing the questions for the first time. Before the show, general areas are discussed with them, so some of these wild clues, rather bluffs, can be planned. So watch out, they're tricky. Circle will start this game. So, Chris Bouquet, pick a star.
Connie Stevens.
All righty. You're the dealer in a bridge game. How many cards do you give each player?
I'm a better gin player, but I'll say 10.
I'll say no.
It's 13. Put a circle there. She disagreed. Nick?
Charlie again.
Big Chuck, that is the secret square. This, Nick, is for a 1968 Pontiac Firebird. Chris won the trip around the world. We hope you win the car. Right, Chris?
Right.
Right. Remember now, only you can win if you're wrong. We're all going to cry. Special envelope, Chuck. What famous...
Wait a minute. He threatened me. He went like this.
What famous newspaper columnist first coined the phrase disc jockey in 1934? Was it Hedda Hopper, Walter Winchell, or Ed Sullivan?
1934?
1934. Hedda Hopper, Walter Winchell, Ed Sullivan.
I would say Walter Winchell.
I'll have to agree.
In 1934, it was a gentleman by the name of Walter Winchell.
He got a car he can't fit in.
I guarantee you, buddy, you'll find a way. On with this game. It's worth $300, and it's
I hope he wins another car to put under his other arm.
Chris, ignore them and pick a star. What do they call the tooth fairy who mysteriously removes kids' babies' teeth from under their pillows and leaves money in its place?
A housebreaker. The tooth fairy who comes into the child when a kid has a tooth taken out by the father.
Right.
They put it under the pillow.
Right.
Then the kid goes to sleep.
What is
Then the father goes in the living room and drinks beer, looks at the television. What does he care about the kid's tooth? And what they call the fairy,
Yeah, what do they call
the
the tooth
tip
fairy?
throws through the tulips, comes into the house and reaches under the pillow, and the kid bites him right in his wings. How does he like that? That's called the Sandman.
I disagree.
It's called the Tooth Fairy. She disagrees.
But I said a lot of funny words.
Yes, you did. Vinny Price to block. Vinny, with your leech between your head and your clue and your bottom held out by a boom, you run with the wind, watching out for prams and yawls, of course. What are you doing?
Well, if you don't read that again, I'm going to leave the show.
All right. With your leech between your head and your clue...
My leech?
Your leech, yes. L-E-E-C-H, between your head and your clue and your bottom held out by a boom. You run with the wind, watching out for prams and yawls. What are you doing?
Well, if you all don't know, how am I meant to know? Well, I think, my Lord, that's the longest question ever written, isn't it?
Yeah.
It must be sailing.
I'll agree.
That's it.
Is it?
Sailboating.
What was that about my bottom?
I don't know anything about that, Vinny. Chris.
Sounded like you're trying on long johns. That's what it sounded like.
A coxswain.
Mrs. McKay.
I'll go with Rosemary.
All righty. I might have gone up there to Wally to block up and down a while just to explain it to our home audience. Groucho Marx starred in an early TV quiz show where a duck flew down from the ceiling with money in its bill. What was the correct name of Groucho's show?
Here comes the duck. No, it was, you bet your life.
That's right.
That's right, yes. Put a circle right there. Nick? Mr. Wally. Or $600. True or false, Wally? Red tomatoes have more vitamins than green tomatoes.
And they taste better, too. You find them tasty with mayonnaise and
potato chips.
Thank you.
Yes, true. True.
I'll go along with Wally
Tomatoes
Cox.
have more vitamins.
It is true. All ripe fruit is more healthier than unripe. And put an X there, $600 to go along with that call. Congratulations. Now, we'll be back with more of the Hollywood Squares and these wild people right after this.
Classic Hollywood Squares, weeknights at 8:30 Eastern. What are you laughing at?
Oh, shut up.
If the show should end in the middle of a game, we'll give our players $50 for each square they have on the board, which is very important because it will count toward their cash total and the big bonus prize at the end of the show. Third game, and Mr. X will start this round.
Jan Murray.
All right.
If your waitress had a pear and a stack ready for you, what would you have ordered?
A reservation for two? A pear and a stack?
Mm-hmm. What would you have ordered?
Pancakes and eggs.
I'll agree.
That's it. Put an X there.
Yeah.
Chris?
Vincent Price.
Any price? If a man robs a store of $100, then returns the money later that day because he feels guilty, can he still be convicted of robbery?
Well, in the first place, he'd be a fool if he got away with it, you know. Can he still be convicted of robbery? I saw a television show the other night. It was terribly complicated, and they did return the money, and they were convicted, but they were forgiven, sort of, you know. I mean, they were kind of lenient about it, but I think they could be convicted, yes.
I'll agree.
A robber can escape responsibility by repenting. It is yes, and put a circle there.
Good.
Mr. Charlie Weaver.
Mr. Charlie Weaver. Brides traditionally wear something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. According to the poem, what should she put in her shoe?
Her foot. She'll walk down the aisle sideways, you know. That happened to Elsie Crack, you know.
No kidding.
Yeah, she had one short leg. Never did go to school. Kept coming home. Well. The traditional thing, I believe, in my 42 marriages, was that the bride puts a coin in her shoe. for good luck, or I believe there's an old English poem, something about a sixpence. But in America, I guess we just use a regular coin.
I'll have to go along with
A lucky sixpence. Put
Right,
the
yeah.
X there. You were right about the poem. Chris?
I'll go to Buddy Hackett to block.
The block. Buddy, where would you find the famous quotation, "It is better to light a small candle than to curse the darkness"? Is it, oh boy, in the works of Shakespeare, Confucius, or Aristotle?
Aristotle.
I will agree.
Confucius saved. And X does
I
not
thought it
get
was
the
Terry
square.
Como.
Give you 3 in a row. The third one you muster in yourself.
I will have to go with Buddy Hackett, please.
All righty. 3 masters of the horror film starred in Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. Peter Lorre, Boris Karloff, and who else?
Him.
I'll agree.
Him?
Him. Is that right, Vinny?
Yes,
Oh, you
I
were the
played the Raven.
Oh, that's it.
Big wing.
I should have known. Your yaw and your bottom and everything. Yeah, that's right. You have $900. Nick Bockwinkel. Clear the board, start another game, and Chris, pick a star.
Oh, I'll take Buddy Hackett.
Okay.
The center there. How many soldiers generally sleep in a pup tent?
Well, each one has one half, a shelter half. And the reason they call it a pup tent, because it ain't long enough to keep your tail in if you're a whole dog. So it's two of them.
I have 2 dogs at home, and I think that's right.
I don't know about the dogs, but that's right. Yes, put the circle there, Nick.
Mr. Lorne Greene, please.
Lorne Greene, our friend from Bonanza. Is the luck of the devil good luck or bad luck?
Well, I've known many devils in my time. Some of them are right here on the show. The luck of the devil is good luck.
I'll agree.
It's excessive good luck, yes. The next gets the square. Chris, Miss McKay, Mrs. McKay.
I'll go to Connie Stevens.
All right. In the old familiar song, what is taught to the tune of a hickory stick?
Taught to the tune. School days? School days, school days. Yeah, that's it, school days.
Now, what is taught to the tune of a hickory stick?
Reading and writing and arithmetic.
Right.
That's right. Put a circle right there, Nick.
Vincent, prize to block, please.
What type of activity, Vincent, would you be engaging in if you were playing whist?
Whist?
Whist. W-H-I-S-T.
Well, I use a whist broom to, does my, everything. I can't do that. Whist is a card game.
I'll have to agree.
Similar to bridge, and put an X there.
Wasn't it?
Okay.
I thought you'd be whistling and somebody had a whist lock on you.
I'll take Gypsy Rose Lee.
All right.
Me too.
Do women catch more colds than men as a rule, Gypsy?
I'm not looking at you. I'm just wondering why you asked me such a question.
I don't know. It's just popped up this way.
But
It's in
people
your...
always think that I should be catching colds. I've never caught a cold when I was working in my life. The only time I ever caught colds when I was laying off. That's true.
Yeah.
I've had pneumonia 4 times.
You were
too.
so warm from the hot breath that came up from the front row.
The occupational disease, darling. No, I think that women are more immune to colds because they have more grease to protect them than men have.
I would agree.
Women catch more colds than men as a rule.
That's what I said. You see, we have too much grease. It gets in the way.
Put an X there, Nick.
Rosemary, please.
All right. Where would you find your olfactory organ? Where would you find your olfactory organ?
How did you know I lost it? My olfactory organ?
Mm-hmm.
My olfactory organ.
Back at the old factory,
Yeah,
where
back
at?
to the olfactory. My olfactory organ, I think, would be... That isn't right. I'm breaking that up. That would be my nose. That would be on my face.
I'll have to agree.
It would look silly anyplace else. That's right. Put an X right there. Chris McKay?
I'll go with Charlie Weaver to
Charlie
block.
to block. In most sinks, Chuck, in fact, in most sinks and showers, is the hot water on your left or right?
Well, in Mount Ida, it's usually on the stove. You have to go to the spring to get it. Yes, I have to remember the printing. Did you say the hot?
The hot.
H is for hot. Hot is on the left, and cold is on the right. And across the room there's one that says press.
I agree with that.
That's right. Hot is on the left, and put a circle there.
Jan Marie to block, please.
Jan to block. All right.
All right.
In Navy terminology, when a group of submarines is on the prowl, what is it called?
Shore leave? No, I should know that because my cousin was in the submarine corps in the last war. Threw him out. He used to like to sleep with the windows open. It's not a covey. It's not a pride. It's a pack.
I agree.
I'll have to get a ruling. Yes, it's a wolf pack. And put an X there, and you have the game, sir. No way for this young lady to get 3 in a row, and that's the way it happens every once in a while. Clear the board, start another game. And Nick, you'll start this round. Incidentally, you have $1,200.
All right, let's go with Wally Cox, please.
Wally, are the bones in your body hollow or solid?
Wait a minute. They don't seem too solid to me, Peter. I haven't been well, you know.
Yes, I know. None of us have.
They're filled, but they're not solid.
I know.
They are hollow, yes, which makes them stronger than if they were solid, and that's what you just said here, Nick. That's right. Put an X right there. Chris?
Rosemary.
Thoreau? Who burns up food faster, men or women?
Well, men burn everything they cook.
No, I mean in their bodies, dear.
That is not true.
Who burns up food faster, men or women?
Burns up food faster?
You know.
You mean eating it and then digesting it and then burning it up in the system?
Right.
Why did you say that, Peter?
Well, golly, Ned's row, I don't know. I guess I've just been sick.
Well, I think men do. Men do everything wrong anyway. I think men do.
Chris?
I think women do because
No, men. They burn up food 5 to 6% faster than women. And put an X there. Nick?
Can I go with Lorne Greene?
Why not?
You can go with whoever you want to.
What U.S. president called his presidential place, the plane, it says place here. What U.S. president called his presidential plane the sacred cow?
Oh, yeah, that was that flying thing. That was Harry Truman.
I'll disagree.
Later he changed the name to the Independence, Harry Truman. Circle gets the square. And we'll be back with more of the Hollywood Squares in just a moment. Chris, next time is up. Chris, you have 1 square. You had that in the last game for $50. That's all the cash we have for you, but you have that trip around the world, which is good news. Next 4 games for, yes, you may applaud Mrs. McKay here. Next 4 games for $1,200 plus 2 squares, the final game, a total of $1,300. You're the big winner, and here is your bonus prize. Listen.
Hot Points Deluxe Kitchen, a total clean electric range with self-cleaning oven, a front-opening dishwasher, multi-level washing action, chopping block top, and a side-by-side refrigerator, 24 cubic feet of storage and less than 36 inches wide.
You have that kitchen, a Pontiac Firebird, $1,300 in cash. You have over $6,000 in cash and merchandise. Congratulations to you both. And don't miss the Hollywood Squares next Friday night. Also daytime. You may sit here at 11:30 Eastern Time, 10:30 Central Time. Good night. Good night, stars. Thank you for making it a fun evening. Peter Marshall saying, have a good weekend. Thank you.
As a memento of the show, each contestant will receive a home version of the Hollywood Squares game. This program has been pre-recorded.